Welcome to Inside the Studio with Greg Wurth, and in this video I'm going to talk about this new BrainWorks BX Rooms reverb plugin. It's the first plugin reverb that has come out under the BrainWorks Plugin Alliance umbrella, and it's a pretty ambitious piece of software. What's really cool is that it's got a super simple interface. Basically everything is at reach here. There's no hidden menus or windows. And just to go over the sections, this reverb section here allows you to adjust with a fader reverb time, room size, room shape. And then it's got a little bit of damping EQ here, which is very, very useful. And this pre-delay section here, so you can adjust the pre-delay all the way up to 200. And then you can adjust the source distance. And then it's got an effects section, which allows you to adjust the modulation, things like that. I'm not too big of a fan of this, but for those that have use for this, it's great. Then it's got an equalizer section that is mid-side programmable, which is basically one of the more unique things of this whole verb. And BrainWorks is very well known for making plugins that have mid-side capabilities. So it's got the classic mono maker, which is a very useful tool. It's got 2 bands of parametric EQ that you can program mid-side or whatever you want, and you can shape the EQs, and it's got high and low filters and a stereo width and a pan control. And then it's got the standard mix knob, input and output gains. And then up here is just different reverb types. And then you adjust the small, medium, or large. To me, it's reminiscent of Lexicon PCM 60, which was really simple, switched reverb settings. The biggest pet peeve I have with this is the preset menu. As you can see, it's an endless scroll, and I think I wish that it was categorized more, like by folders. It would have been made more sense, because it's a nightmare to go through this. But anyways, it doesn't affect the sound of the plugin at all. So if you don't use presets, then that's not too big of a deal. Let's just see what this thing sounds like. To start, I just have it on a group of drums. So I just figured, maybe we'll start with a basic room setting, and this is the default setting when you hit the room. So let's hear how that sounds. Not too bad. I'll start tweaking a couple of these settings. You can hear how it shapes the sound. So that was just to give you an idea of what, how drastic these things can go. And depending on the mix and the source, you can get very intricate with this mid-side equalizer. It's very powerful. Let me move on and demonstrate this on a vocal.
Wake up in a cold sweat with blood on my skin. Don't know where I am or where I've been. Look to my left, no one inside. I look around and something ain't right, yeah. What's this blood on my hands? Oh, I don't understand. Oh, where have I been? Forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my...
So, that's just an example of some just quick settings. And again, hopefully you can see the powerful tools of this plugin here is the fact that you can adjust the sounds quickly. That's always the big issue with a reverb. If you're scrolling through presets, a lot of times they don't get you in a good starting point. So you have to adjust the times and all that. And this, between these first two dials right here, this gets you in the ballpark of the sound that you're looking for based on the tempo and just the overall ambience. So it's really cool. And you can just get to these features without too much fuss. And, the added plus of this EQ section is very powerful. So it's definitely suggested to try it out. I love it on vocals. That's probably my favorite application for this. Drums was pretty good, but I prefer some other plugins for that. But as you can hear, it definitely gets you a good ballpark sound for a room and whatnot. So yeah, just check it out. And thanks for watching Inside the Studio with Greg Wurth. And I'll check you out next time.